in the guest room until we can get.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the my one-shot stream. It's
Let's go.
it was supposed to be a one-shot at least, but now it's a three-shot. So it's been a while, and I prepared a little thing to jog everybody's memories, though they've been talking about it before we got on, so I feel like they all have a good handle now. But last time, you guys, after arriving to the wedding, you guys split the party, because that's always a good idea. And some of you went to a picnic with the bride, and some of you went to a little hunting thing with the groom. Some wild boar attacked the bride, and also a werebear attacked the groom, and you both dealt with it in your own little encounters. Before returning to
Let's go.
before returning to the lodge where you guys had a very wonderful time dancing. In fact, some of you, though you tried to keep an eye out on the goings on around the lodge, most of you were just way too into the dancing. In fact, Boom was one of the ones who asked Rosalinda, who was on the wallflower bench, to dance. And Sienna, you were trying to get a feel for everybody, as well as trying to get to know Max a little bit, see, who your friend was actually marrying. Then what else did you guys do? Oh, yeah. And then about an hour or so passed, and suddenly the groom is missing. And Liz asks you guys to help find him. Unfortunately, he died. He was somehow killed, or there was some sort of foul play, you suspect, that had him pushed over a railing and underneath a veranda. And so you guys have been busy trying to figure out who it is that may have hurt him or how it might have occurred. You guys narrowed it down, at least I think you guys narrowed it down to two people. Thalgion,
Who do you think we narrowed it down to?
Well, this is what I wrote from last time. It says they narrowed it down to two people, Thalgion and I can't even read my own Morgan. That's Morgan. So, Thalgion, who was the cousin, who I don't know why you narrowed it down to that person. And then Morgan, who you guys
can add Colonel Mustard to that list.
Okay, Colonel Mustard. You guys did talk to a lot of people. Sebastian, you talked to the brother who admitted to putting something into his brother's drink, right?
No, it wasn't the brother. It was the
the butler. Yes, sorry, the butler.
Yes, he put
Milton.
an antitoxin. Put the antitoxin in Milton's drink,
yes,
or in Max's drink.
Yeah,
I remember that.
Yes,
because Max gets heavily inebriated often.
Yeah. He was trying to prevent an incident on the wedding night.
You guys also found Rosalinda's purse by the body and returned it to her, and she didn't seem like all that flustered that you found it or anything. So you guys kind of think she just lost her purse and somehow it made it on his body.
And I got a waiter to return it, and then I watched her from a distance. I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You also talked to a very cute little blue dragon named Dizzy, who mentioned that she thought at least Maximilian and a female voice arguing near the library. What else did you guys learn? You guys tell me. Tell me what you learned.
That Dizzy also thought there was some tension between Max and Thalgion. And that Drobad had found a book detailing a mining survey done on the Silver Lodge property that showed mithril deposits. And there was writing in both Dwarvish and Elvish, and Max could read both Dwarvish and Elvish. And he, according to Dizzy, used the secret room where this book was found, and leading us to conclude, well, what's Max's financial situation like if he's planning to start a mining operation here? Then finding out from Milton that, yeah, he's been poring over the family ledgers and it doesn't look good. So it's quite possible he was just marrying Liz to turn the Silver Lodge into a mine. And
But don't
Thalgian became a suspect because he proposed to Liz a few months before the wedding and tried to break up the engagement. We don't know his finances, but he may have had some motive for getting rid of Max, be it getting Liz and inheriting the Silver Lodge for the Mithril, or preserving it so that the mining operation wouldn't happen. We're not sure.
Don't forget the lodge is also built on an elven graveyard, so there's
Yes.
that possibility that people want to prevent the mining as well.
Mm-hmm. And there's also the question of why were there all of the shape-shifted animals attacking the party? What
All right.
caused
Yep,
that
yep.
and who? We do not know where that came from.
Drobad was getting nervous about that. He didn't want to get looked at.
He's a tabaxi. It's a bit different. He doesn't shape change.
All right. So where we left off was right after talking to Liz, I believe. And you guys had decided you wanted to question a few more people before confronting someone or pointing fingers or whatever you guys want to do. So who would you like to talk to next and why? So that the audience remembers. The audience being our one fan.
Can we unpause the game?
Oh yeah, sorry. Oop. That's important. There
Thank
you
you.
go.
So do we talk to... I think at this point,
I
Sayana
think
is
Morgan.
going to sort of look at everybody. Morgan?
Let's
Just-
bring Morgan in.
Just quick. Who have we tell that Max is dead? Only Milton?
I think only Liz. I don't
I
think
think-
we told Milton that
I
Max
think-
is dead.
No, we didn't
know
tell
him
Milton?
that. Mm-mm.
No.
We deceived him and thought he was just missing still, I think.
I think you. Yeah, I think you're right. I think you
Yeah, we didn't
debated.
drop that bomb.
You debated talking,
Yeah.
telling him, but you to see his reaction, but you ended up not having to. Pretty sure that's what.
Yeah, because we decided not to do that because we wanted to tell Liz so she could do damage control on the
Right.
party. Because if it got out through the servants or something, that would be disastrous. I think at this point, Sayana would look at Liz and say, "Well, we're going to have to bring some people into question. Will you be all right here?"
I guess just quickly. I don't know that we can wait much longer before dinner.
We'll be quick.
And she just
Um,
flops back on the couch. Like you can tell she just so many thoughts are just going through her head.
Mm-hmm. I think I'll just kind of, Sayana will just sort of look at Drobot and kind of motion to the other room. And then just kind of,
Who do you want me to go get first?
well, Morgan's a bard. We should get his information. If was playing music, I don't remember where he was tonight, but if he was playing music on the stage, he might have seen the comings and goings.
Has
Get
the
a better
best view.
timeline from him. Mm-hmm. And I can set up Zone of Truth so that we can find out more. It'll last 10 minutes before I have to recast it.
Should be plenty.
All right, I'll go out and get Morgan.
Okay.
Okay.
And you go out there, Rowan, and you see he is not playing instruments right now, but he is by the stage kind of tuning his instrument, just strumming a couple little notes, but more like in between playing songs. And there is a bigger band too. He's not the only person singing. There is like an actual band with different members and etc. But you approach him, and what do you say?
Morgan, the bride wishes to speak to you before the festivities kick off some more. Can you accompany me to talk to her, please?
Make a deception roll for me. First roll of the night.
It's a deception from a paladin.
I'm not a paladin.
He's a fighter, aren't you? You're a fighter.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm the paladin, and I was
That's
doing that all last stream.
That's true.
All right.
Deceiving my best friend.
Paladin is so hard.
He seems a little. Morgan seems a little like preoccupied. So he like quickly puts his instrument away, and he's like, "Okay, I'll follow you." And he follows you into the room. Where is he? There he is. Into whatever this blue room is. I can't remember. A sitting room of some
I
sort.
think it's like a sitting area because there's
Yeah.
a piano.
Yeah. Okay. And then he sees everybody in here and
Switch.
no bride.
Yeah, switch positions.
Okay.
Switch positions. There we go.
Boom is just sitting in his chair over here in the corner. Like I found this little chair, and I'm thumbing through my spell book, trying to look nonchalant, and
Okay.
probably failing miserably.
Once he comes in, I block the door.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm resting on this door, blocking it too.
Okay.
Drobad's just kind of running a claw across the table.
Oh boy. Okay, so he walks in and he sees all of you, no bride, and he goes, "What's all this then?"
Morgan, did you see anything? Well, first of all, and Cyana will cast Zone of Truth
Okay.
on this like area of the room. Let me see what the size of this is. 15-foot sphere. Okay.
Yeah.
How long
so-
does it last?
That would
10
that's
minutes.
a 30-foot radius. Oh no, that's
Yeah,
a 30-foot
10
diameter. So
Yeah, it's the whole room. And it's 10 minutes, and every creature that enters it also has to make a saving throw
Okay.
for the
What type?
first time it enters.
Wisdom. Probably.
It's a charisma saving throw.
Ooh. Well, he is a bard. Make sure I'm on public roll. Here you go.
There's my template.
Yikes!
Ooh, good saving throw.
What was it against?
DC 14, so he made his save, so
Okay.
I know he succeeded.
Okay. Does everybody else have to make?
Yeah, that
Yeah,
auto
we
rolled
all
for
did.
us.
Oh
It auto
boy.
rolled.
did it?
So,
Did it?
or
I
it
didn't
Yeah.
see it.
told us to.
I think it told you to.
Maybe it just.
Oh, that's
Okay.
what that was.
Oh, there they go.
Oh, he already rolled.
Oh.
So that's he actually failed. It looks like it rolled for him.
According
So
to this one,
I'll
yeah.
get rid of that one.
Okay.
Because it looks like he failed that roll with a 10.
On the automatic, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Look at
he
that.
failed with a 10.
Look at 21 on me. Let's go.
I think we all succeeded except for. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
everyone succeeded.
Perfect.
He
Mhm.
doesn't
Alright.
have a
Wow.
super high DC, so
Okay.
not.
I just
all
want to
that
point
high.
out that an affected creature is aware of the spell, so
Mhm.
they know that they're in zone of truth, even if they fail the save.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
All right.
So he knows he's got to tell the truth or not answer.
Well, he also
Well,
Yeah.
he's-
He can evade.
he also
he saved, right,
He did
Kylie?
not because
No, he didn't.
Yeah, because it automatically rolled for him. I just didn't know.
Oh.
So he
okay.
failed with a 10.
Okay.
So we'll take that roll. And yeah, so he looks at you guys and you obviously start putting together this spell, and he just looks at all of you and goes, "What is all this about? What are you doing? What's going on here?"
Morgan.
Calm down. We just asked some questions.
You can tell
do you remember who?
he looks a little bit nervous when Rowan
Mhm.
says he's going to ask questions. And of
Mhm.
course he can feel the effects of the spell, so now he's a little nervous.
Morgan, do you remember who came into the chalet tonight? During the party?
During the party? I mean there
Mhm.
were many people. Are you asking about someone in particular? I mean, many people were going in and out of the
After
lodge.
Max left the party.
After Max, so you see him think about it, and he just goes, "Well, I think Sebastian went in. And Thalgion went in. And what else would you know? He's like, but then I took a break from singing and I went in for a little bit. Mostly to rest the vocal cords. You know, you can't overdo it too much. And then what else is he know? I think. But that was all during the dancing.
Morgan, did you hear anything when you were inside?
Did he hear anything? Let's see.
I can see it now.
Did he hear anything? It does not look like he did. So, no, I mean, I just went straight to the little powder room for a little bit, you know, compose myself, prepare some of those exercises and a nice cup of water before singing my second half of the dancing. But I didn't overhear anything. Was I supposed to?
Just trying to get some facts straight. Morgan, what did Max know about you?
You see him like visibly pale, like and his whole demeanor changes, and he just goes, "Why do you need to know?"
While this is happening, I'm going to slide to the other room. Just quick, gonna tell Liz that I'm going to make Mac's voice so she doesn't, get confused, frustrated, or sad or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So while
We are
he's
asking
answering,
questions, not you. Yeah,
I'm
sorry,
just
didn't mean
gonna
to
do
cut you
the minor illusion quick to make Max seem like he's talking on the other room. Like, how's the breakfast coming along, or something like that. Something quick.
Okay. I feel like his passive perception is probably high enough. Let's look. Yeah. So he does hear it. Do you tell and everybody else, I guess, too, would hear, because you're trying to make it loud enough for everybody in the room to kind of hear. And it doesn't seem
Right.
like his face changes or anything, but he does like glance towards the room and says, "Did he put you up to this? Is he trying to spill my secrets to everyone?"
No. No, we're trying to get to the bottom of some things around here. The attacks today were suspicious.
Well, I had nothing to do with that, and my secret has nothing to do with those attacks. And it is a secret between me and Max. And he's starting to get like angry about it.
You wouldn't hurt him.
Why would I hurt him? He pays me good money. Though,
Well, she's gonna look
at a slight discounted rate due to the circumstances, but still good money, and money is money.
Cyanna will sort of look at everybody.
Do we know?
I subtly move away from the door.
Mm-hmm.
Subtly.
Thank you, Morgan.
And he just goes, "Thank you for not prying too much into my personal life." And he just walks out of the room and left. Has
Who's the
teleported
next
to
one you want to bring in before the spell goes by?
Thalgian or Gallian?
Oh, we got time for probably one.
I go out to the party quickly. Which one do I see first?
Roll a d6 or a d4, either one. Even is Thalgion, odd is Gallian.
I gotta remember how to do that.
There should be a little tray at the bottom right.
Under the chat.
Yep. You can just hit one and then roll.
Oh, under the chat?
Yep.
What?
There we go.
You got
Oh,
it?
not 44. Jeez.
Wow.
Sorry.
Whoops.
What did I say?
Hey.
Who was even? Dalgion? I forgot already.
I forgot too.
I think it was Dalgion. All right.
I believe it was Thaljan.
Okay. So you see him first. What do you say?
I come up to him and say, we need to have a conversation with Liz and you. Can you please accompany me inside?
I need another deception roll because Liz is not in that room.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. What is his? He's still interested in why you would call him. But you can tell he knows. He knows something's up.
Mhm.
But
This is important. Please come with me.
But he-
Persuasion?
he's still on edge, but he does follow you in. He's like, well, anything for the bride, he says. And follows
Not
you
to
in.
slip on brass knuckles and go for intimidation, but okay.
And then
Right.
do you follow behind him like you
Put
did
him
with
another step.
Okay.
Yeah, put him another step forward and
And he steps into the zone of
Definitely.
truth and has to roll charisma, right? Saving throw.
Mhm.
So
Yay.
I don't need
Failed.
to
Failed.
re-roll, or do I?
No,
Do I
you
No.
don't need to
re-roll as I
reroll.
go? Okay.
You've already rolled. All right, so he fails, and
Yep.
he knows that he's being affected by the spell.
what's all this then? Why have you called me here? And where is Liz?
You would like to
Um,
know.
Liz is talking to Max right now.
Ooh,
Make a deception check.
Let's see. What is it? Deception.
Come on, you got this. You got this.
There it is.
Jerry went hard real fast.
Oh, man, I was close to the 20.
Let's see if he believes you. Let's see. What's his passive insight? Oh, his passive
Because
insight.
you passed your saving throw, so you can lie.
It is his passive insight, in case you were wondering, is a 10. So you beat that.
ooh.
And you see his face kind of, you can't read it per se. He's got that elven persona. He's been doing, this political game for a long time. But you do see his eyes dart to the room over here, kind of the direction where you guys found the body.
Well, that's not right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And you guys, he doesn't say anything in
Mhm.
response to that, but he just kind of crosses his arms and goes, "What is all this about? Why have you called me
I
here?
think you should answer the question.
I think you should tell me why you've pulled me into this room and have the gall to put a spell on me. This is a happy day, a happy occasion. Does Liz know that you are doing this?"
Lord Thaljan, did you know that Maximilian was planning to put a mine at the Silver Lodge? She
You
just
see-
looked straight at him.
You see his lips almost come to like a straight line. Like he's
Mm.
trying hard to figure out how to word whatever it is that he's trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give him a little nudge in the back and say, "Spit it out, lad."
Yes, fine. I knew that he was going to turn our beloved falls into a mine, a mining facility. Can you believe it? Here. Destroy all this beautiful landscape, this stuff that my family and Liz's family has been taken care of for generations, and he wants to build a mine all because his father left him some debt. It's
Mithril,
ridiculous.
dude.
It's mithril.
Who is he looking at right now?
Sienna, because Sienna is the one who asked him the question.
So he's not really looking at me right now, right? Like if I knock at the door, like behind me, he wouldn't see me doing it, right?
You would have to make a stealth roll for that.
I'll try. Why not? Let's see.
You can do this. You can do this.
No, you can't.
As soon as you go to knock on the door, his eyes dart directly to you. And you, what
Just
are you doing?
Just checking if they are ready.
Who's ready?
Max and Liz.
Are you calling Liz into the room, by the way?
No. I'm just saying that.
Okay.
Let's respond.
I don't understand why I'm in this room. I don't understand what you guys want from me. Can I go? Can I leave? You see,
Not yet.
actually, Kirsty, make an insight check for me.
Okay.
Because he's been at this game for a while.
That's
But
a 21.
you've been at this game equally as long. So you actually...
And I've been investigating crime.
You see, as he's saying that, though he's putting off an air of like impatience and like annoyance, you can see that he's visibly starting to sweat a little bit. You see, though his arms are crossed, he's kind of like tapping a finger, almost like a nervous tick.
Yeah.
It's very subtle. It's very slight, but your years of dealing with people in this business, you pick up those two things.
Yeah, she's going to mimic his posture. So she's going to mirror his posture and just kind of lean a shoulder up against that closed door. And she's going to look at him and say, Lord Thalgian, did you follow Max into the chalet tonight? After the dancing got started? I know you argued with him before.
Argued with him? About what?
There's bad blood between you. We already know that. Did you follow him into the chalet?
He like almost rolls his eyes at you, but you can tell again, you're still picking up. He's a ball of nerves. And he just goes, fine, yes, I followed him in here. I wanted to have a word with him. It's not
As soon as he finishes that sentence, I just pipe up from the corner where I've been kind of where I've been looking like I wasn't really listening and just being like, oh, did you want to speak to him about lists?
I wanted to speak to him about the mine. And he's never loved her. He just starts going off on this like tangent. He's never loved her. He doesn't care for her or her well-being. He just wants her money and her land.
Yeah, I was just trying to shake him up a little bit by kind of pivoting to something that I knew was a little different than what we were talking about because I know he had a thing for her. So
Yeah.
And like, sure, I could have agreed if Liz actually cared for him, but to find out that she doesn't even care for him, and that she turned down my proposal for some dickwad who just wants to exploit her and her land, I couldn't take it.
And what happened?
How far did you?
what did you do,
got it.
Thalgian?
I had a conversation with him. You can tell he's holding something back.
Just a conversation.
You dare accuse me of this? I have worked so hard for this
Of
family.
what, Thalgian?
And he just keeps
What
ranting
are we
about.
accusing of you of?
And he goes, you leave me no choice. And he pulls out his sword.
Oh, shit!
And I'm going to have you guys roll initiative. Oh,
Oh shit!
If I can
Go.
select everybody except for Liz. We don't need this.
There is no combat encounter you're currently
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I gotta hit the button.
Yeah, she'll do it in a second.
Give me a
We'll get the
second.
By the
prompt
way-
to roll initiative.
Yeah,
go.
right.
Before we get started, my choice of weapons is either brass knuckles to knock him out or
Oop, there you go.
hammers to kill him. Hammers and axes to kill him. You want him alive or dead?
Alive.
I mean, my
Yeah,
choice
so
of weapons
alive.
is Eldritch Blast, so I'm gonna burn him.
So you're gonna make him extra
Yeah.
crispy?
Yeah.
Oof.
Okay. Well, let's go.
Why didn't I
Finally
get
got
the-
high initiative.
I guess I could put on
Finally
some
got a high
combat
initiative.
music,
That's fantastic.
but we probably have to play. Turn it down a little.
Here it comes.
Oh, I hear it.
Okay, good.
Nice.
Good combat music too. Ooh.
All right. Of course, Stalgion rolls the worst, but that's fine. So
He's nervous.
he pulls out this blade, and while everybody else's blades looked more ceremonial, you can tell this one has actually been sharpened and well taken care of. As though
Is this the same?
Go ahead.
Is this the same one he used earlier, or is this a different sword?
it looks different than the one he used earlier.
Okay.
Okay, so Sienna, you see him pull out his sword. What do you do?
All right. She is going to immediately command him to drop it.
Oh boy.
So let's see if I can target him.
Yes.
Such wrong spells prepared for this whole thing. The joys of being a wizard.
Yeah, 5.
Drop. So he
So
drops
he has to drop-
his sword. Where is it? How do I make him drop it? Me? There we go. Unequipped.
And
no?
then she's going to use her movement to come right up to him and kick the sword out into the room farther away from him towards Drobad and Azor.
All right. This might be a real
that's-
short fight. Okay.
And that's her turn.
All right.
'cause, I don't get extra attack when I've cast a spell, so that's
Does
me.
that drop you? Is that a concentration? No, it's not a concentration.
No,
Okay.
I don't think so. No, command is just verbal.
Okay.
There's
Yep.
no C
Instantaneous.
next to
Yep.
it.
Perfect. All right. Boom.
And Zone of Truth isn't concentration either.
Oh,
That
it's
one's
not?
just verbal somatic. So
How high is the ceiling in this room? I'm asking because I'm thinking about casting Spider Climb.
It's probably I mean, it's a very fancy lodge, so I would say it's probably like 8 foot. It's probably high enough. If you wanted to, you could get up there and.
Oh yeah,
have
but it's
some-
only like 8 feet. That's not like if it was like 15 feet, then yeah,
Yeah.
I'd have some like
not
terrain
quite.
advantage being up on the ceiling. But okay, cool. If that's not gonna work, then Boom is just gonna step forward and magic missile, at 3rd level.
Okay.
Did we forget? How did we change the level of a spell when we cast it? What's the shortcut?
Oh, I don't remember.
Oh.
No, you just cast it, and when the next window appears is when you select.
There we go. All right. Why does it think I don't have slots? I guess I'm casting at 2nd level.
Oh. Yeah, it's very possible. Oh well, you haven't taken a rest since your fight with.
That's not how that works.
Did it work?
It rolled 1 dart.
well, I think it applies. I think when you roll it, it's just that. Doesn't that equal the whole, like all of
No,
them? Deal
no,
that
you have to
you're
roll
supposed to roll.
each one each missile is a different
Oh.
roll.
I've been
Yeah,
Yeah, because they
rolling it
can
wrong.
target
Yeah.
different people.
Right.
Well, if you just want to manually do it,
Yeah.
because they always hit.
You
so you
roll
just
3 more.
I think it was just a total of 4.
4 total of 4. Yeah, roll 3 more.
Yeah. That one was a 1.
That's never fun.
And then they're all +1, so total of 12 damage, plus the 2, so 14 total damage
Okay.
to him, to Thalgion.
Yep.
And that will be my turn. It's much less epic than Spider Climb would have been.
But still effective.
Yeah, still worked.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take it.
All right, Rowan.
Since the battle has just started, I will first use a hammer blow on him. Did that go?
Nope.
Him?
I
Nope.
didn't see anything roll.
There we go.
There's
There it
something.
goes.
Ew. Hope he left his armor
Not
at home.
very good. Yeah, not very good. I don't think that hit him.
It did hit him? Did you target him? You didn't target him. That's okay.
Oh.
Mm.
Damn it.
What is it? I got it. It's fine. Yeah, it did not hit him.
So I'll try that again.
Okay. That doesn't hit him either.
Holy smokes.
Mm-hmm. You
At
see,
which point,
as you like try to smash him with your hammer, his bracers actually kind of glow, and kind of for aesthetics, almost make you hit less as hard. You like focus too much on the slight gleam of the bracers, and that is what causes you to miss. Telling you without telling
all right,
you.
with my bonus action, I'm going to slip my shield on real quick,
Mhm.
and then I'm going to use my action serve to take another attack at him.
No, okay. First one. Wait, yeah.
Here's the
Hits.
19.
Yes, it hits. So that is
13
Where's
points of
his-
bludgeoning.
Yep.
Make sure you
right-click in order to...
No, just mouse over him and press T on your keyboard.
Yeah, and you'll target him.
Ah, he's yellow now. All right, he's targeted now. Sorry.
That's okay. Is that one attack?
When that, yeah, no, I used the action serve. I'm also gonna try and push him away.
well, okay? Pushing.
Succeed.
So
Said no.
no. So you try to push him away, and you're like, it's just a flimsy noble elf. Like, how tough can he be? But as you go to push him away, he's much more solid than you expected.
Then I got one more swing with the action serve.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm not doing good. All right, well,
Yep, you try to hit him, and he just kind of sidesteps you and laughs like dwarves. And then you, that's the end of your turn, I guess. So,
Did he sidestep in the way that Rowan was trying to push him to begin with?
no.
Because this could still be a win.
Oh,
So, Azor, it is your turn.
all right. I mean, I guess we're gonna make him extra crispy. I do have a
Don't want him crispy.
thing. I have my Eldritch Blast also. I think it pushes people. Hold on, let me. Repelling Blast. Yeah, there we go. I just want to see the distance. When you hit a creature with the Eldritch Blast, you can push a creature up to 10 feet away from you. Okay, so... I mean, he will go to the corner on that chair, I guess, if I hit.
Okay.
Alright, let's see. Spells. Eldritch Blast.
That sounds like a sit down moment.
It
Misses.
misses.
What?
Whoa!
It's this guy.
What's
he's
his
a
armor?
BBG.
He is the BBEG. But also, he may have
He's
been
got
prepared.
we know he's got a good dexterity. He's also got bracers that looks like of defense.
At 5th level. I had 2 beams at 5th level, right? So I have a second attack. Alright.
Mhm.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
This guy is just... Alright, well, I move back a little and end my turn.
Okay.
So when you shoot your 2 Eldritch Blasts at him, you actually see he almost deflects it off of the bracers, but as he does that, you also just see the beam of your magic makes 2 of his rings on that hand glow slightly more than you would be natural. And that is your turn. Drobad, you see your warlock friend miss terribly. What do you do?
That one kind of caught me off guard. So when the battle started, Drobad was about to knock a cup off the table. And then
as cats want to do.
So he
All right,
just kind of perks up.
that's his inspiration. That's his inspiration right there. I've given mine. Yeah, I love that. That's perfect. So he's got an inspiration from me.
Got it. Thank you. And he is going to perk.
Broke Kirsty.
Yeah. Perk up and really just kind of
Really did.
see everybody not being successful with these attacks, and with him being surrounded is probably my best chance of doing anything of value to him. So I'm going to shoot my crossbow at him, and if I hit with Rowan and Sienna there, it should be
Yes.
a sneak attack.
Yeah.
So now the challenge is to hit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You hit. Yep.
Nicely done.
So 8, and then I guess I didn't target him, but
That's okay.
I need to do the piercing, or what is it? The sneak attack damage,
Sneak attack.
which
Yes.
is
Before you roll, I don't know what number you might come up with, but are you trying to kill him? Is this aim to kill? For no reason at all.
I would have. Yeah, I would have been.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
So,
so when we split the party, we legit split the party then.
Yeah.
Because everybody said, don't kill him.
He wasn't
that's
paying attention.
He was focused on that cup, and then fights broke out.
Okay. The crossbow bolt hits him right in the shoulder, and almost seems to flare with a little bit of extra impact, catching him off guard. And he is now like, not only is he disarmed, he has this gaping wound, and it's now bleeding profusely, and he looks a little wobbly because he's almost dead. And he looks at you guys, and that's the end of your turn, Drobad?
yes, that's all I'm doing.
So that will be his turn. And he just goes, I don't want to die for some loser. All right, you've got me. I'll go quietly. And he just like falls to his knees, clutching his shoulder. I won't fight you anymore. Just bring me to justice, and I'll face the consequences for what I have done. And that brings us back to Sienna.
Inside check.
Sure, roll an insight check.
He can't lie.
He can't
It's still
lie.
zone of truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can't lie. He's still in the zone of truth.
Okay, yeah, true.
Do we gather around him like Avengers style when they captured Loki?
Yeah.
So Diana is going to look down at him. Justice will be done. And she's going to grab hold of that arrow, and she's going to pull it out
Oof.
of his shoulder.
Oh.
Ugh.
And then she's going to put her hand over the wound. But you won't be dead before you face justice. And she'll just cast Lay on Hands.
Okay.
And heal that wound for 5 hit points.
Okay. So he's
We'll
no
do this
longer
in a civilized manner.
he's no longer bleeding, but his outfit is completely covered in blood. And you can tell he's on the verge. He's not going to pass out now, but he's pretty close. So I guess we'll end combat. Short
She's just
combat.
gonna look down at him. She'll just look down at him and sort of shake her head.
I'll
You're
grab his arms
so
and
keen on
pull
the
them
protocols.
behind him.
Okay.
hmm
I'll grab his
Boom will
arms and
step
pull
over
him
there
behind
and
him.
help once he's grabbed his arms, and Boom's looking for something to like tie him up and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, I have
And start
rope.
trying to find
I
like
have rope.
any magical items, like strip those off of him so he can't use them. If we
Sure.
can identify that it's a magic item. So.
I'm
Well,
gonna.
Rings
Mhm.
and bracers for sure are gone.
Mhm.
yeah.
You guys hear a loud crash, and then Drobad finished knocking the cup off the table.
I'm gonna put.
Just
I'm gonna.
right up in his ear. Right up in his ear. Why'd you have to
Effing
kill him,
Khajiits,
lad?
man, I'm telling you.
What was that? I'm sorry, I missed that.
Right up in his ear as I'm pulling his arms behind his back. Why'd you have to kill him, lad?
Where does he say? Hold on. I just dropped the items into your inventory, Boom. So there's that.
Oh, okay.
What does he say?
What items?
The magic
I don't know.
items.
From
that
Apparently,
he's-
she puts himself.
Boom,
Oh.
Boom was stripping him of his magic stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
I see. I see. Okay.
Yeah, while I was holding his arms, he stripped
It's-
him off.
bracers
Yeah, like
and
I'm not
two
claiming them for
hooks.
myself or anything. I just didn't want him using them.
Mhm.
Oh no, that's
Um,
perfectly. Yeah, we got rid of his sword, his rings, and his
Braces.
bracers for sure.
Lord, no wonder he was a pain. He's a bad dude. That's a lot of
Yeah.
extra armor class.
Yeah.
He had +4 to AC through all of his magic items.
He doesn't say why. Well, maybe he does. Hold on. I have to find his sheet. Talk amongst yourselves some more.
Man,
I was gonna cast how do you pronounce that? Prestidigitation? Something?
Prestidigitation, yeah.
Prestidigitation. Yep.
Yep.
That. To clean him of blood just so there is no panic in case someone sees him.
Oh, good idea.
Oh, that's a good idea, actually.
Maybe you could
So-
do the floor too, because
Yeah.
I'm certain there's blood on the floor.
Well, yeah, I mean, I just cleaned the blood. That's the.
Perfect. So he's all
I
nice
don't
and
want. I
clean.
don't want Liz to come into the room and see a bunch of blood and stuff, right?
Yeah, right. Although she
Uh,
was an adventurer, she'd probably be fine with it. Her
Yeah.
guests might not be.
Yeah.
That's fine.
yeah.
So Rowan, you ask like why he did it, and he just goes, "If I can't have Liz's love, no one shall." And especially not,
And you guys thought it was money.
and especially
Right?
not a lowly cretin who's unworthy of her affections. And plus, Maximilian's disgusting plan to destroy all that we love here. I couldn't think of any other way to get rid of such a foul being. When that
You keep killing me with the cat stuff. I have a cat.
So you
Have
guys,
two.
He's over in
yeah,
the corner, like
probably.
grooming himself now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just looking
Yeah.
around, seeing what's valuable.
uh-huh.
While you are interrogating him, I'm just scolding him like, dude, stop dropping the cups.
It's who puts it there.
So Sayana's just going to look down at him. And my people think we're so civilized.
And
Just shake her head.
uh,
Justice waits for
let
no
us-
one, Talgian.
Let us take him over to see Liz.
so you guys take him to see Liz in the next room. She sees him just utterly like defeated. And she looks to you, especially Sayana, being
Mhm.
the one she knows best of this group, and goes, was it him? And you could just see like tears start falling, and she's like, why would you do this? And he pretty much says the same thing. But as she kind of comes to terms with him and what he has done, she looks to you, Sayana, and she just pulls you into a big hug, and she just starts crying. And for the sake of the one shot, because there's not a lot other stuff that you guys can do at this point, you do end up they call the authorities and, well, hail the authorities, not call. But they come, they do
They
take.
could have used sending stones.
Sure. They and then they probably would have them. They're a wealthy elven nobility. So
I was gonna
actually
say the
wasn't-
dragon. I was gonna say the dragon should help as a witness. Like a part of the. How do you say that?
I wasn't sure Liz was actually going to want him prosecuted.
She actually is 100% okay with it. She'd rather see justice for the loss of life. After he talks about the mithril mine, she definitely pales, and she's like, I can't believe Max would want to do that to this place that I love. She's distraught in multiple ways. But
Diana's just kind of rubbing her back and just being there at this point.
After
Unless it's...
go
ahead.
After the authorities come, the dinner is canceled. All of the guests kind of want to shake you guys' hands or just thank you for finding the culprit. And they're also offering condolences to the groom's family and, of course, to Liz as well. And at some point, just very discreetly, Max's mother comes up to you guys and goes, I'm sorry for the trouble that this has all caused. And you can tell she's visibly, of course, she's distraught. She just lost her one of her sons. But she
and her husband not long ago, right?
Yes, she's been in mourning, and you can tell this is hitting her pretty hard. But she holds out a pouch to you, Sienna, and she says, just for your troubles, I know there's not much I can do otherwise, and this is all I can do to thank you.
Sienna's just going to kind of close her hand over his mother's hand with the purse and say, if what we learned tonight is true, you need this much more than we do. And just kind of keep the money in his mom's hand.
Roll a persuasion check for me, just to see if she.
All right.
It'll be pretty low.
Yeah, Pallies are pretty good at that anyway.
20.
Perfect. So
Dirty 20.
she just nods. She doesn't have any words left. She kind of squeezes your hand gently and then takes the purse and walks away. Yeah. So you guys did it. You figured out the murder. And about a month later, roughly, Sienna, you get another invitation to a different kind of wedding. It is of one Sebastian Darlington and Lysandrea. And they are going to get married. And that is where I told you guys you weren't that far from completing it. That only took us 55 minutes. But yeah.
That's awesome.
We were super close.
We were.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah.
That was awesome.
Did we all go to the second wedding?
I mean, if you wanted to, that's up to you guys.
So.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Boom is gonna give Sebastian the ring or the 2 rings and the bracers that they took off Thalgion, unless someone in the party refuses to let him. And just kind of explain to, just pull him aside at his wedding and let him know, look, we took these off the guy who murdered her last fiance. It's only right that they stay in your family, and grant you protections as you move forward.
Yeah.
Thalgion isn't his brother. Thalgion is the cousin to Liz. But Max was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Max
was his brother. Yeah. We took these off the guy that killed your brother. So.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
And he.
I will have been Lillian +1, by the way.
Okay.
What? Oh.
You probably would have been. Yes. Yeah. She's your.
So what was it? 2 rings of protection and and bracers of protection?
Bracers of defense.
It was a ring of protection. I can get this stupid thing to close there. Ring of protection, bracers of defense, and a ring of the Elven Court.
Mhm.
The
Oh,
ring of protection
nice.
was +1 to armor class. Bracers were +2 to armor class, and the Elven Court was +1 to armor class and charisma, and gave you some extra abilities like in the charisma vein. So,
Yeah. Nice.
Mhm.
Very nice.
and it lets you do charm person, misty step, and shield. So,
Yes, which he didn't.
Wow.
He didn't do any of those.
yeah, so handy stuff, but yeah, not
Yeah.
really ours to keep since that guy, murdered Max.
Mm. No, Cyanna would definitely have agreed with that plan.
I don't have a
100%.
problem with it. None of those work well with me anyway.
They don't benefit me,
I
so
would
I
have
don't want
loved the
them.
ring of the Elven Court, but I'm not Elvish, so it feels weird taking it.
Yeah, I mean, sure, Cyanna could use more charisma and stuff, but she wouldn't take something from the
Yeah.
murderer. She'd rather that go to the family in some way.
Yeah, there's too many witnesses for me to take that.
All
Yeah.
right.
Did you ever find the gifts?
No.
No, never found the gifts. A second wedding, never found the gifts there either.
Darn.
They hide their stuff. They're elves. They hid it well, probably with magic.
He couldn't thieve from Cyanna's friends. She feels really bad for him.
All right. Any questions? Anything you guys didn't understand? that you
Yeah,
want me
the
to
one
explain?
thing I don't know is, why were there so many were creatures?
Yeah.
That's a mystery of the falls. It doesn't actually say in the thing, but in me reading it, to me it feels more like almost like the falls themselves were kind of protecting themselves, like they knew something was up.
Oh, okay.
That's the sense I get from how it's written, but yeah, you can interpret it however.
I like it. The land protecting itself. That's fun.
Yeah, like I like
Yeah,
that
like
idea.
I like- It was almost like
Very elvish.
Yeah, exactly. Very elvish. And given what Dizzy told us about the previous inhabitant of this area, also seems quite in line with whatever magics he may have been cooking up.
Mhm.
The wizard who lived in this tower first. So, yeah,
All right.
that's very cool. What was Morgan's secret?
Oh, he didn't actually go to bard school. He dropped out. Yeah. So he's been tooting his horn about going to this really fancy bard school this entire time. And so Max found out when they were drinking late.
One of us picked up on that when we rescued him, that he was a little dodgy about having gone to the school.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
One of us actually picked up on it. I don't remember who it was, rolled an insight check on him going to the bard school, and it was like, not quite.
I think it might have been me. It's been a while, but I think it was me because I kept asking him questions about the school, wanting to take notes on it, and he couldn't answer a lot of questions, and so things were like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Yes, I think
was
you're right,
Boom.
because you were in your quest for knowledge. That's so fun.
Yep.
Yeah, he's been lying about it. He dropped out because it was too hard and he was afraid of failure. And Max found out and lorded it over his head so we could get, him to sing for him whenever he wanted.
Yeah.
So.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
All right.
Cool.
Well, thank you guys for joining me on this adventure. Next time won't be just an hour of us playing. It'll probably be another two-shotter, right? But I know that everybody here also has family stuff because the new year is coming. So I hope everybody watching has a happy new year. And yeah, we'll see you next month. Bye.
Bye.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.